I wore strength like armor, heavy on my skin. Thought if I stayed guarded, nothing could get in. I learned to move in sharp dangers to survive the fall. Built walls so high, nothing touched it all. But safety isn't hiding and healing isn't still. Sometimes the bravest thing is to finally feel I don't have to stay hardened to prove I survive. I can lower the shield and still be alive. Soft enough to heal, soft enough to stay. Not running from the feeling or pushing it away. Soft enough to heal, open, not undone. There is strength in letting the light back in. I'm learning not to flinch when kindness comes near. Learning peace doesn't mean there's danger here. My body doesn't have to brace for love or care. I can sit in quiet without a scare. I don't have to be shy to be wise. I don't have to be cold to rise. There is courage and gentleness, power and rest. The nervous system comes when it feels safe in the chest. Soft enough to heal, slow and true. I don't rush recovery, I let it move. Soft enough to heal, grounded and real. I trust my heart to feel and feel. I survive by tightening, but I grow by release. I don't confuse hypervigilance with peace. The tears that fall now are not defeat, they are falling coals in heat. I don't abandon myself when it aches. I sit beside the pain until it breaks. Gentle, open, breathing. Soft enough to heal. I don't crave the chaos anymore, or passion that burns too loud. I don't romanticize confusion or tension dressed as proud. I've tasted what exhaustion feels like when love is a debate. When every small disagreement turns into something great. I don't want fireworks that leave my chest in pieces. I just want calm, I just want peace. I thought not cold, just steady and whole. I just want peace in my chest tonight. No second guessing what feels right. I just want peace, soft and real, soft and real, soft and real. I just want peace, soft and real. I just want peace, soft and real, soft and. I don't need intensity that comes and goes. I don't need hot and cold to keep me close. I don't need to prove my worth or beg to be heard. I don't need to decode silence or cling to every word. If it costs me my stillness, it's too expensive for me. I won't trade tranquility for chemistry. Let it be simple, let it be clear. If it feels like a storm, I'm not staying here. My nervous system, no racing thoughts, no constant tension. I just want slow, calm and slow. I just want peace. just want peace. I just want peace. I used to run towards silence, try to fill in every gap, overgive to keep you close. Call it love, call it that. I text again, explain again, shrink just to be sure that you wouldn't drift away like I had before. But clarity changed me. I don't scramble at the door, I don't chase anymore. If it hesitates to choose me, I don't try to compete. What belongs beside my energy will meet me halfway. I don't chase anymore, I attract, I allow. If it's meant for me, it shows up now. I don't chase anymore, I remain, I receive what's aligned with my spirit, won't leave. I don't beg for consistency or ask you what you meant. If it's confusing from the start, that's information sent. I don't romanticize potential when actions disagree. I don't perform for attention just to feel seen. My worth isn't urgent, it doesn't race. If it can't keep up with peace, it can't share my space. No convincing, no chase. If it's real, it stays. I don't chase anymore, calm in my stay. I'm not hustle for love or a second chance. I don't chase anymore, clear and free. If it's for me, it finds me. I am not behind on time, and I am not in a race. I don't grip at disappearing or force what won't stay. The right energy won't exhaust me, won't run when it's scared. It won't make me question if it cares. So I stand unmoved by the door. I don't chase anymore. Still grounded, certain, free. What wants me knows where to be. I don't rush into rooms anymore. I arrive. There's intention in the way I move, in the way I hold my stride. Not every eye needs admitting, not every whisper mine. I carry quiet confidence that doesn't need a sign. I've learned the art of pacing, of letting moments talk. It's power in composure, it's grace in my walk. No frantic energy, no scattered thoughts. When you're rooted in yourself, you can't be caught. Grace in my walk, soft and strong. I don't chase the spotlight that comes along. Grace in my walk, calm and clear. Every step I take says I belong here. Grace in my walk, soft and strong. I don't chase the spotlight, it comes along. Grace in my walk, every step I take says I belong here. I don't move from pressure, but bend for applause. I don't shift my rhythm to fit their cause. My pace is deliberate, my pleasure presence refined. When peace lives in your body, it shows in your spine. I don't need to prove myself with noise or speed. The way I carry myself speaks what I believe. Still waters run deep, confidence is allowed. It's grace in my walk, measured in light. I don't stumble for attention or argue for right. Grace in my walk, grounded and free. When I move like it's the room adjusts to me. Grace in my walk, I walked through storms before with my head still high. Grace in my walk, learn how to stay elegant when things run dry. The world can spin around me, but I don't spin back. When your center is solid, you stay intact. There's beauty in restraint, in knowing your lane, in stepping forward gently without strain. Step, breathe, glide, shine. I am poised, I am steady, I am alive. Grace in my walk. I don't react to every tremor or chase each passing storm. Not every raised opinion deserves to take my form. I've learned what's worth my energy and what can fade away. The loudest waves can crash and shout, I don't have to sway. My balance isn't fragile, my center doesn't break. I don't absorb projections that others choose to make. No impulse, no spark. I don't ignite every dark. Unbothered, unshaken, cool and aware. I don't lose composure just because you stare. Unbothered, unshaken, grounded and free. If it's not aligned, it won't move me. I don't entertain chaos for something to feel. I don't mistake reaction for something real. If you're fishing for a rise, you won't get one here. My peace is too expensive to volunteer. I've been through louder battles than a passing tone. That's why I keep my energy on. No need to defend, no need to prove. When you're steady inside, you don't overmove. Unbothered, unshaken, measured and calm. I don't give tension or place in my palm. Unbothered, unshaken, still I like stone. The loudest in the room is rarely grown. I used to rise to everything, every word, every test. But maturity looks like silence and choosing rest. It's not avoidance, it's design. I decide what crosses my mental line. The storm can circle, the noise can spin, but if it's not mine, it doesn't get in. Still clear, centered, true. I am calm, I am grounded and unbothered, unshaken. I've been everywhere but centered, chasing noise and chasing proof, trying to secure the outside while ignoring inner truth. But peace was never hiding in someone else's hands. It was waiting in my stillness, where my spirit stands. Not in validation, not in who approves, But in the quiet space I choose, when I step outside the chaos and let the silence give, I find the only place where my peace lives, where my peace is slow and clear. No second guessing, no silent free. Where my peace lives is deep inside, not in who stays or who decides. In who says. It's in my morning rituals and boundaries I keep, and choosing rest at night instead of losing sleep. It's in the know I honor, in the space I claim, and walking away gently from emotional gain. My peace, don't shout it, whispers low, but when I follow it, I know it's not an adrenaline or chasing a high. It's in steady breath and an unclenched mind. Where my peace is grounded ground, no chaos renting a single sound. Where my peace lives is safe and free, protected first by me. I don't search for calm in unstable rooms. I don't plant serenity where tension blooms. I learned that peace requires intentional space, and anything that disturbs it gets replaced. It's not avoidance, it's wisdom grown. I don't outsource safety, I own. Still soft, alive, free. I know exactly where my peace lives. It lives in me. I don't need to raise my volume to make the moment still. There's gravity in gentleness, there's power in my will. I wear the loudest storms in this without a need to roar. Strength doesn't always thunder, sometimes it's the shore. You hear the softness in my words, but don't mistake control. There's quiet fire living in my soul. Calm isn't fragile, kind isn't small. There's a shine in the velvet, holding it all. Soft boy, strong soul, tender but whole. I don't bend for pressure, I don't lose control. Soft boy, strong soul, rooted and free. You may test the surface, but you won't shake me. I don't react to every spark or wrestle every flame. I choose the battles worth my breath, I don't perform for name. There's discipline in how I pause, in how I let things pass. The loudest ones may rush ahead, but I outlast. My strength is steady, not a show. It doesn't need applause. It's built from quiet boundaries and self-made laws. I don't crumble under doubt or fracture under noise. When you met yourself in darkness, you don't fear the void. Soft voice, that doesn't drown. Quiet, firm, grounded, true. I am gentle, I am anchored in my mood. Soft voice, strong soul. I stopped checking clocks that were never set for me. Stop measuring my becoming against who I should be. There were windows in my story when nothing seemed to grow, but under quiet soul I was learning what I know. Not every phase is visible, not every shift is loud. Some of my biggest breakthroughs happened underground. I am not late to my own life, I am right on time. Growth doesn't compete, it aligns. I'm blooming at my own pace, gentle and wide, no rushing the petals, no shrinking the stride. I'm blooming at my own pace, sure and steady. When my season arrives, I'll be ready. I made peace with slow mornings, with progress you can't see, with days that feel like waiting but are shaping me. I don't force the sunlight or beg the sky for rain. I trust the sacred rhythm of pleasure and of pain. What's built in patience lasts beyond the show. I don't need applause to know I grow. Comparison fades when confidence speaks. I water my own garden week by week. I'm blooming at my own pace, rooted and free. The right light finds me. I'm blooming at my own pace, unfolding in grace. I don't rush my place. Some flowers bloom early, some bloom late. Neither is wrong, they're just different fates. I don't rush my becoming to quiet the noise. I trust the wisdom in every choice. Slow growth is sacred, deep growth is wise. The strongest roots take time. Growing, becoming, opening, true. I trust the timing of what I'm meant to do. Blooming at my own pace. She used to lower her brightness so no one felt small. Turned down her laughter so it wouldn't echo too tall. Measured her brilliance, filtered her flame, made herself quieter to soften her name. But fire that's hidden still burns the same, and light that's suppressed still calls her name. Yeah, she's done apologizing for how she glows, and waiting for approval from anyone who knows. Her light needs no permission, no sign, no cue. She shines because she's living, because she's true. Her light mission, it rises on its own. She doesn't ask the dark if she can be shown. Yes. She stopped editing her presence to fit someone's frame. Stop shrinking her ambition to make it tame. The room adjusts when she enters, not because she demands, but because authenticity quietly stands. She doesn't compete for brightness or beg to be seen. The sun never asks if it's too keen. Not too loud, not too much, just fully yourself without the clutch. Her light needs no supermission. Soft but strong. It's been there all along. Clear and bright. She doesn't need you to earn her life. They mistook her humility for playing small, mistook her kindness for no fire at all. But she's learned